Welcome back to The Bible is Art, where we explore the literary artistry of the Bible. And this week, we're going to look at the genealogy in Matthew chapter 1 and how Jesus is the son of David and the son of Abraham. And it's more than you think. We often think that genealogies are lists of names, just a collection of people without any purpose or perspective. But nothing could be further from the truth. In Jesus' family tree, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of names missing. So when Matthew composed this family tree, he very precisely chose whom he would include and exclude. And he excludes almost everybody in the family. So when we figure out why he includes the people he did, we will understand the purpose of the genealogy. Well, first, notice how he gives the high points right at the beginning. Jesus is the son of David and the son of Abraham. And remember, this genealogy is not meant to tell us about the people listed, but to tell us about Jesus, to characterize him, and to characterize his kingdom. So Jesus is the son of Abraham, that is, he's in the kingly line. And he's the son of Abraham, that is, he's the inheritor of that great covenant God made with Abraham in Genesis chapter 15 and 17. But think about those statements again. Son of David, son of Abraham. Matthew is doing something subtle here. He's not just saying that Jesus is in the family of David and Abraham, but that he is their son. So, who is the son of David? Well, Solomon. And who is the son of Abraham? Isaac. So Jesus is not only like Abraham and David, he's also like Isaac and Solomon. And how is Jesus like these figures? Well, Isaac's great act was his self-sacrifice, and this will be Jesus' great act. So from the first sentence of Matthew's gospel, there is a hint of its climax. But what about Solomon? Well, Solomon was known for two things, his wisdom and his temple. And it's interesting that later in Matthew's gospel, Jesus will be said to be greater than Solomon and greater than his temple. Furthermore, we saw in last week's video that Matthew structured his whole book around chapter 13. That's where you have 8 parables that explain Jesus and his kingdom. And what's fascinating is that in chapter 13, when he's explaining to the disciples why he's speaking in parables, he describes the parables with the same word that opens up the book of Proverbs. In Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 1, it says, the Proverbs of Solomon. The same word as parables in Matthew. So in a sense, in the middle of Matthew's gospel are the Proverbs, the wisdom of the new and greater Solomon, Jesus. From the first verse of Matthew's gospel, we learn that this Jesus is a wise temple builder who will sacrifice himself. But what we don't know is what his temple will be like, or what his sacrifice will be like, or what his wisdom will be like, because it's not going to be like the old temple and the old sacrifice. But to understand the character of that wisdom and that temple, we will have to read the rest of Matthew's great work.